First, on Local 44, hundreds of people gathered in front of the State House today to protest anti-abortion legislation being reviewed in places like Alabama, Georgia, and other states.
Local 44's Devin Bates was there. He joins us now live in the studio with more on the event. Devin.
Well, Lauren, we learned yesterday that Governor Phil Scott will not veto legislation that protects access to abortion in Vermont. So today's rally was both a celebration of Vermont lawmakers getting the bill through and a strong condemnation of anti-abortion legislation being considered in several other states. With age 57 expected to become law, abortion in the Green Mountain State will be a fundamental right regardless of any potential challenge to Roe v. Wade. Lucy Lariche of Planned Parenthood Northern New England said she was pleased with that outcome, but mostly relieved.
For all of the Vermont people who need access to quality health care, knowing that age 57 will become the law of the land and that health care and abortion care will be protected in Vermont is critically important.
The legislation comes at a time when several states, including Alabama and Georgia, are reviewing legislation that would restrict access to abortion, which is why hundreds of Vermonters rallied at the State House on Tuesday to voice their opposition.
Those efforts do not reflect the values of the majority of Vermonters, do not reflect the values of the majority of the American people, and that's why people are turning out today across the country to protest these abortion bans. And again, that's why it's so important that Vermont has taken these measures moving in the opposite direction to protect reproductive health care.
Some are concerned that anti-abortion bills like the one from Alabama could eventually overturn Roe v. Wade, which has been in place for 46 years. The president and CEO of Planned Parenthood Northern New England warned that pro-life lawmakers are closer than they've ever been to that reality.
Attempts at banning abortion are nothing new, and the flood of bills this year is no coincidence. With President Trump in the White House and Brett Kavanaugh on the Supreme Court, anti-abortion extremists see this as their opportunity to dismantle people's right to access safe, legal abortion. Banning abortion doesn't stop abortion. It stops safe abortion.
Now, according to the Associated Press, 24 states have sued the federal government to stop a new rule that lets healthcare clinicians decline to provide abortions and other services that conflict with their moral or religious beliefs. Live in studio, Devin Bates, Local 44 News.